Greetings, Eric Bakker, Naturopath from New Zealand. We're going to look at the causes of cutaneous candidiasis. So how do you get a skin-based yeast infection? What are the causes? What are the drivers behind this condition? And also, how can you prevent this condition from happening? All right. So the likely causes are that you're going to have a skin that's too moist, a skin that is basically not exposed enough, to the sunlight and to the fresh air. A skin that's basically wet. So if you're a larger person, my recommendations are to try, if you possibly can, to lose some weight, because folds of skin are a key area. Sweaty, hot skin. This is a key area where Candida really likes to take foothold. If you are a person who wears socks all the time, do like me and go bare feet. Okay, so spend some more time walking around bare feet. I recently loaded a interesting article up to my Facebook page on grounding. So there's a lot of scientific research now about grounding. So this is actually walking bare feet and the benefits of walking bare feet. Walking bare feet is now scientifically, there are over 15 studies now that show that walking bare feet has a fantastic effect on your immune system. So some people wear socks and shoes all the time. I saw this crazy guy at Christmas time when we were at the beach, and he was walking around in long trousers and he had shoes and socks on the sand. And it's hot, guys. It was like 30 degrees Celsius, I think about 86 Fahrenheit, and this guy's got socks and shoes on walking up and down the beach. I mean, that's crazy. Take your shoes and socks off if you're on the sand. Take your shoes and socks off if you're walking outside. So try and spend time bare feet. It allows fresh air to get around the foot. Okay, it allows sunshine to get onto the foot. So this is another thing. If you've got Candida of the ears, watch out with wearing headphones all the time, or earplugs. You might have those little ear beads, those Apple ear beads or Samsung earplugs or something. So plugging up the ear all the time is also stopping a lot of airflow from getting into that area and naturally causing natural ventilation. So I used to wear headphones quite a bit, and I found I always had an itchy ear when I was younger. So I don't really wear them that much anymore. And with my mobile phone, I Bluetooth that to a speaker so I can listen to music without having to put earplugs in the ear. I'm not a big fan of earplugs, to be honest. So if you have a think about it, the first video we did, what is cutaneous candida? Well, it's a skin-based yeast infection. And it loves dark, it loves moist, okay, it loves perspiration. So if you counter all of these kind of things, because these are causes of Candida. So causes are feeding the Candida up, with the right kind of environment and triggers that are conducive towards its proliferation. So if you go counter that, you're going to get rid of this problem a lot easier, right? So if causes are, for example, darkness, then light is going to be countering that. If causes are moisture and heat, then cool and dry is going to counter that. So, if you've got a yeast infection around the groin area, as I've said in previous videos, you need to keep the pubic hair trim, dry the area well, and use a hairdryer. And some people can even use a hairdryer advantageously around the feet. So, counter these kind of things. Lose a bit of weight if you need to. Watch out for using headphones. Keep your hands and feet dry if you're using them quite a lot. You could be working in a kitchen area or in a dairy farm, or, as I mentioned in another video, if you look at the kind of job you've got, you could be welding or involved in some kind of an occupation with heat. So again, you need cooling then. You might need to put a fan on. So these things are going to counter those causes and stop you from getting this cutaneous problem. Thanks for tuning in.